Hi, my name is Sherry Kovac. I'm the president of the Central Ohio Trauma System, also known as COTS, and I'm pleased to have with me here today Tom Allenstein, president and CEO of MedFlight and MedCare, who are headquartered here in Columbus, Ohio. Todd Schroyer, the director of Coshocton County EMS, who is headquartered in Coshocton, Ohio, and Mickey Schulte, who is the executive director of Savvik Buying Group, headquartered in South St. Cloud, Minnesota, and they are a nonprofit group purchasing organization available to COTS member EMS and first responders. And I'm going to give a brief overview of the Central Ohio Trauma System, and then we'll go into a brief discussion of Savvik and the value it has to several of our partners. So COTS began in 1997 simply to organize trauma care in the city of Columbus. And this was actually the first organization of its kind, a neutral forum where we came together. We talked about centralizing trauma education, creating a data registry, and doing best practice initiatives. Today, fast forward today, 2021, and we have 55 hospitals in 37 of Ohio's 88 counties. So to put that in perspective, there are 60 hospitals in these 37 counties. So we're currently partnering with 87% of them. So that's fantastic. And of course, our goal is to move towards 100%. And with that in mind, we also want to engage EMS in and around those hospitals that we participate with. Now, we've grown our trauma registry to a regional trauma organization. And not only do we work with those hospitals that I just mentioned, but we work with the Ohio Department of Public Safety Division of EMS, and we work with the other 5 trauma organizations within the state of Ohio. In 2003, in addition to trauma, we took on money from the Ohio Department of Health and the Assistant Secretary to Preparedness Response to coordinate emergency preparedness coalitions. So we work with all of these counties to prepare for, react to, and recover from real-world emergency disasters, real-world events, such as the COVID pandemic that we've been living in for the last year. And then lastly, and no less important, we partner with the ED leadership and the EMS leaders in these counties to work on initiatives that are important to them above and beyond trauma and disaster preparedness. Up to this date, the main work that we did and the interface that we had with our first responders was the Greater Columbus Metropolitan Area public EMS agencies. And as you know, we talked about being involved in 37 counties. We're now expanding that membership to public and private first responders in all of the 37 counties. So with that said, we thought we'd bring these members together to talk a little bit about a value added service that we have. So Mickey, you are the executive director of Savvik. Can you tell us a little bit about Savvik and what value it would bring to members who are interested in joining COTS?
Absolutely. Thanks, Sherry. Savvik serves over 14,000 agencies nationwide, and our nonprofit has been around for 24 years. We help our members save time and money on the things that they need, like medical supplies, ambulances, uniforms, stretchers, office supplies, maintenance equipment, and much more. If you're one of those public agencies and you need to go out to bid to make a purchase, Savvik can help. We have many cooperative public bid awards that our members can use free of charge. Just imagine getting to skip the bid process altogether and simply get what you need right now. Once on board with Savvik, you'll see nearly 100 vendor partners representing almost 3 million items in different categories that we have under contract. Chances are, if you need it, we have it under one or more of our vendor contracts. Vendors like Stryker, Zoll, Granger, Office Depot, AT&T, Medline, Henry Schein, 511, just to name a few, are at your fingertips. COTS members who use these Savvik contracts help the association grow. A portion of our proceeds come back to COTS every quarter. There are no fees to join Savvik, and if you need more information, please contact Sherry Kovac at COTS, and she will help roster your agency with Savvik.
Thanks, Vicki. Great information. So Todd, you're the director of a fleet of county-managed ambulances. What's the value of Savvik to your agencies?
Thanks, Sherry. We're new to COTS, just been a member a couple of years. And what we ran into last year during the pandemic is we weren't able to get critically needed PPE. The gowns that we were able to get through the state were like a woven, so they didn't really protect against droplets. And to try to find the plastic gowns, we couldn't find them. gloves were in short supply. Everybody was on rationing on gloves. And we used Savvik heavily to maintain our stock of PPE. We spent almost $8,000 just in the last few months of last year to secure PPE that otherwise we wouldn't have had. And it was also at a very good price. The gowns that we were purchasing were less than $2 each. Looking on the internet, they were anywhere from $3 to $4 or more. So it was very reasonably priced, and it was available, and that was the biggest thing. I would not have been able to outfit my staff with the PPE unless we would have done something like rewash them, reuse them, or something, if it hadn't been for the access we had to some other vendors through Savvik that we wouldn't have had or wouldn't have known about without them.
Thank you. And Tom, your company manages a large fleet of ambulances encompassing private service vehicles, mobile intensive care units, and helicopter air ambulances. So with that said, what is the value of Savvik to your organization, considering the widespread usage and differences of usage that you may see and use?
So we've been a partner with Savvik for a number of years now, on both the MedFlight and the MedCare side. And really the value that we've found has been both in our supply chain and getting some discounted prices. Being in a standalone entity, we don't have the purchasing power that some large organizations have. But we're able to do that, as well as on the personal side, being able to provide our partners with different things that they can use, such as rental car agreements and discount tickets and even clothing line like 511 and some of the other things. So we found a great value in the opportunities that Savvik has to offer.
Thank you, Tom. It's great information. Well, thank you everyone for your time and for viewing this video. If you would like to contact me, you may do so at www.centralohiotraumasystem.org/contact us. And we look forward to partnering with you to improve outcomes and to save money. We hope you will join us to be part of the solution, because today, together counts more than ever. Thanks and have a good day.